Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We are here tonight to defend 4.19, and it is going to be starting off with the tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, the Celtic Warrior Sheamus makes his way down to the ring. But first, somebody just barely subscribed. Who was it? Aya Saber just subscribed on YouTube. Thank you, Aya Saber, for the subscription. You did it right when I was about to start recording, so I appreciate that, brother. Let's get to the show. Here we are. We begin tonight with Sheamus versus Daivari in our T-Mode tournament. This T-Mode tournament is for the Never Openweight Championship of Wednesday nights. I was about to say Thursday nights. AEW has me all out of sorts, alright? We're going to talk about my crazy week and the crazy week of wrestling. CM Punk officially back. SummerSlam had many returns. We'll talk about it. NXT TakeOver 36, I think, was probably the best show of the week. And there was a lot to talk about. But let's get to it. T-Mode. Let's quickly talk about what T-Mode has predicted so far this year. Recently, we have had Christian versus Kenny Omega, title versus title, right? Because Christian has in AEW is doing that, right? We've done that. We predicted that. About almost a year ago now, we predicted Roman Reigns versus Edge, right? Because of T-Mode. T-Mode provided, okay? So we did that. We brought the return of CM Punk. We did that. We did that for you. What is next in T-Mode? What will T-Mode predict? I don't make the matches. T-Mode does its own thing. But you have recognized that T-Mode does provide. Don't acknowledge me. Acknowledge T-Mode. Ladies and gentlemen, Arya, Daivari, and Sheamus. Let's get some statistics on these fellas because we are coming into the end of the season here. Sheamus is making his debut tonight. And Arya Daivari has entered one T-Mode tournament and got beat in the very first round. Okay, so that's the beginning. Here we go. Sheamus, Daivari. Let's get to it. I gotta start off right away. We gotta talk about CM Punk. We have to talk about CM Punk. I didn't want to believe it. I heard rumors for about the past month. Credible rumors for about the past month. And I didn't want to believe it. 7 years or so, right? Long time. CM Punk was one of my guys. He was one of my people. In fact, I didn't drink, smoke, or do drugs for the longest time because of CM Punk. I was a straight edge individual. Punk left. I went to watching UFC a little bit more because he went there. Conor McGregor, right? And, times change. You get new favorite superstars and wrestling kind of went cold for me for the past 3, 4, 5 years or so. It kind of made a little bit of a return in 2018 with the brand split. SmackDown and Raw, they did a really good job there. But past that, it wasn't all that great. CM Punk coming back and really, I think AEW was legitimized before this, but really legitimizing AEW in a wide scale. I'm very curious to see what the numbers are. I don't really quite know. And then, of course, I'm going to talk a little bit tonight about my lagoon trip. I went to a local amusement park in Utah, and it turned out to be that I am incredibly awful luck at these places, and I should just never go again. We shut the whole damn park down. All right, we shut the whole goddamn thing down. But we'll get to that, I'm sure, during the downtime of tonight's event. Sheamus versus Arya Daivari. Big clothesline takes him down. Again, Daivari has entered a T-Mode tournament this season. You can only enter into 3 T-Mode tournaments per season. Sheamus has not entered one yet. We are back on 2K19, where Sheamus was overpowered, I think. Maybe not overpowered, but he was absolutely a force to be reckoned with when we were on 2K19 for Universe Mode, before T-Mode even existed. So we will see what he can do in terms of getting something going here. We're late in the season. Let's see how many episodes we have left. All right, we have 1 episode, 2, 3, 4, 5 more episodes, folks. 4.25 will be our final episode of Season 4. And in that main event, one superstar will win a greatest of all time team mode tournament and go up to face Edge for the greatest of all time team mode title, a title only ever defended at SummerSlam every summer. So that is coming up in 5 short episodes, but we got to get there first. And when you're talking about Sheamus, yikes, it's Moxley. I think it's Moxley. It could be someone else, but I think it's Moxley. When you're talking about Sheamus making his debut, he has 0 points. There's some people who have 26 points. He's got a lot to do. Jon Moxley coming in, going after Arya Daivari. Down he goes. And Sheamus is going to pick up the scraps. Arya Daivari gets blasted by Jon Moxley. Yo, I believe a former World Heavyweight Team Champion going for the pin. 1-2, kick out. I don't think Moxley has very much in this season at all. We're going to take down the notes of Moxley coming out. Alright, we got it. We got the Irish Curse backbreakers in full effect. Taking down Daivari. Ow! Oh no! It's Velveteen Dream! Velveteen Dream. The Collectors had a massive feud against the Bar once upon a time. Of course, Velveteen Dream and Bobby Lashley forming the Collectors here in our T-Mode universe. Velveteen Dream's got some beef with Sheamus. Sheamus has some beef with Naito. We're going to get that on 4.20. One man will be heading to Money in the Bank on our next episode. Big clothesline flipping Sheamus inside out. Daivari recently in a T-Mode tournament. 1-2, kick out Sheamus. Recently, Daivari was in a T-Mode tournament. I believe it was against Goldberg, and he took Goldberg to the limit. It wasn't a very long match, but he did do some damage against Goldberg. Oh, bro kick, dodged out of the way. Daivari's got him. He's got the $1 million dream. He's going to hit him with that little Russian leg sweep combo, and he is feeling it right now. Choking Sheamus. What does Velveteen Dream have against the Celtic Warrior? Something's definitely brewing there. Of course, Velveteen Dream, the former Universal T-Mode Champion. 1-2, leverage pin, not good enough. Kick out by Sheamus. Sheamus with the Irish Whip back into the corner. Big charging blow. No good, but he is stumbled over the top rope. Daivari wrenches the neck, brings him back in. A big kick, no good. Full Nelson slam. Oh, the power of Sheamus. He's going to pick him up here. Oh, reverses out the back. Reverse DDT. Down he goes. We got some beef a brewing. Going for the pin after just stomping him on the face. 1-2. Kick out. Opening match here on Wednesday nights. We wanted to hit up Velocity. Why? Because of Velocity. I like this show. I like Velocity. Big super kick, yo. I'm a fan of Velocity. Pushing Daivari down. Ladies and gentlemen, after this T-Mode tournament, of course, we do have our main event. Christian Cage will be going up against Kane for the $1 million T-Mode Championship. Will the $1 million T-Mode Championship curse continue, or will Kane pick up the double points for the title defense? Big knee, a move that Sheamus has been using quite frequently and recently. Daivari says, give me your best shot. He hits him with a European uppercut straight to the jaw. Sorry, just a normal uppercut. Hits him with those fists, and a big knee again. Again, this is a knee that Sheamus has been using recently. Daivari has given him a taste of his own medicine. Going for the pin. 1-2. Does he got it? No. I think he is a finisher away from winning this matchup. Can he do it? He's going. He's got it locked in. He's got it locked in. Look at this. Look at this. Is he gonna tap out the Celtic Warrior? Is he going to tap out Sheamus? And he taps. Daivari wins. Wow. We will see Sheamus in 4.20 battling Naito for a spot in Money in the Bank. Daivari is not going to wait around any longer. Big win, big upset. Night Sheamus. As we move on to our next match in the first round of the T-Mode tournament for the Never Openweight T-Mode Championship, held by the monster among men, Braun Strowman. And let's not forget what happened. We had Shawn Michaels, I believe in 4.18, get interfered with by Braun Strowman. So Shawn Michaels has used all 3 of his T-Mode tournaments this season. He is no longer eligible to go into a T-Mode tournament. He couldn't enter this tournament as much as he probably would have wanted to, right? However, if Braun Strowman does defend his title tonight, I will give Shawn Michaels an opportunity at SummerSlam, 4.25 SummerSlam, I believe, against Braun Strowman, the monster among men, versus the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. It's going to be a big match if Braun Strowman can defend here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, making his way down to the ring. He has had some controversy in the past couple of days as well. It has been a busy week, folks. Ric Flair doesn't ride trains. Doesn't ride trains. That's how you know that photo was fake. Doesn't ride trains. But he does. He's been known. He's been known to chow down, but not on a train. Ric Flair has entered one T-Mode tournament this season. This will be his second entrance. He has won a T-Mode title this season. He's won at 2 pay-per-view events. No, I'm sorry. He won 1 pay-per-view event, 1 match, and he has a total of 8 points. And a win here, I believe, would give him about 11 points. That would probably put him close to the top 8. The top 8 male superstars this season will be going on to the greatest of all time T-Mode tournament at SummerSlam. So Ric Flair is definitely looking to be involved in that and try to take the title away from the Radar Superstar Edge at the end of the season. That's what this season has been all about. Of course, it's also been about season for life. The NWO have been dominant. Hulk Hogan holds the Undisputed Championship, the Classic WCW T-Mode Championship, Monday Night Raw Tag Team titles. Scott Hall, his tag team partner. Kevin Nash, the WWE 13 T-Mode champion. Their affiliate, Ted DiBiase, has beaten some people up. It's been a great season for the NWO, and all of these superstars that you're seeing now are trying to gain those points to try to get to the top and dethrone the superstar of the season, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and try to take away the greatest of all time title from the Radar Superstar Edge. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Jeff Hardy. He's an enigma. And he is going up against the legendary Ric Flair. We will look at Jeff Hardy's stats in a minute. Let me take down the notes of Velveteen Dream. He's got some beef against Sheamus. All right. A nice little suplex here. And down goes Flair, Jeff Hardy. And Flair's going to roll out right away. Woo, nice knife edge chop there. Jeff Hardy returns the favor. And we talk about knife edge chops. We talk about those chops. My family is in town, okay? My family's in town. We go to Lagoon. We'll talk about Lagoon in a minute. My family's in town. And my niece is sitting there earlier tonight watching NXT TakeOver 36 with me. And I'm telling her about Walter. And I'm telling her about the chops. And she was like, what about him? And I was like, oh, I will pay her $20, I say. $20 for her if I could give her a nice hard chop, right? So I pay her the money. And I'm like, all right, this might hurt. This might hurt. And I give it to her. Oh, bam! I didn't hit her super hard, of course, but I did give her a pretty good go of it. And she was like, so? And I was like, hey, that's just one. You watch Walter's chops? Our new World Heavyweight T-Mode champion winning at 4.18. in the Team Mode tournament, dethroning CM Punk. Walter's chops are nasty. That might be one of my favorite matches of the year so far, is Walter versus Dragunov. I freaking loved that match. I was all over the place. I was hyped. I was really hyped. Unfortunately, I think Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly had a bit of a dead ending, but I did like how it ended. I liked how they booked it, but I don't know. There was something off about it. A lot of people just wanted Adam Cole to win. I was okay with Kyle O'Reilly winning, but just a simple leg lock. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. But it was a solid match all throughout, right? The work in the midsection, Kyle O'Reilly almost broken ribs, right? I think he needs to really take this momentum because he's not the good guy in this situation. The fans love Adam Cole, so turn heel. Kyle O'Reilly turns heel. Adam Cole goes somewhere. He either goes to the Raw or SmackDown rosters, and I think the same for Walter. Goes to the Raw or SmackDown rosters, and Kyle O'Reilly needs to turn heel and run NXT, I think. Jeff Hardy allowing Flair to get back to his feet, gets thrown into the corner, baits him in, big elbow, shot to the midsection, Irish whip into the corner, big shot, Ric Flair with the clothesline. Now he's stomping a mud hole, and now he's choking him. And the referee's telling him to call it off. Big boos here from Flair. Flair is our former WWE CWT Mode champion. Lost that championship. And look at this. Flair is playing dirty now. Taking off the turnbuckle. Let's see what other matches were on that card. We had Raquel Gonzalez versus Dakota Kai. That was okay. And Kaylee Ray. I don't know her, but she's here. Woo. And she is gonna go up against Raquel Gonzalez. I think that's a good matchup. And I think it's time for Gonzalez to give up that title. I think I'm about done with her being the champion. Is he tapping? He's tapping. Wow. Flair with the figure 4 in the middle of the ring has tapped out Jeff Hardy. Wow. Flair victorious. And let's check Flair. Have we checked Flair, right? Did we not? Let's see here. Ric Flair, yeah. He was at 6, right? Ric Flair is at 8 points for the season. Let's check Jeff Hardy. Where's Jeff Hardy? Jeff Hardy had 1 point for this season, only 1 match win, and I believe it was a tag team match with his brother Matt Hardy, who we'll talk about here soon, I'm sure. Wow, okay, interesting. You know, I'm curious while we're doing this, what about Velveteen Dream? Velveteen Dream has also only won 1 match this season, and I think it was just a singles match. So Velveteen Dream might be getting some he might be getting some work. But let's check Moxley now. Moxley also has 1 match win this season. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Well, how about we do this? How about we book this match right now, okay? On 4.20, let's have Jon Moxley versus Velveteen Dream. Okay. The winner will get a title opportunity of their choosing. The loser heads to Money in the Bank. Let's do that. Because both these superstars are top tier talent. Both these superstars are feeling froggy. Both these superstars this season have a singles match win. I like that. Let's continue that momentum. Let's go ahead and give them an opportunity, right? Before SummerSlam, let's give them an opportunity. Jon Moxley versus Velveteen Dream, 4.20. Flair is moving on in this tournament. And let's go ahead and see who is fighting in the next match. Actually, let's talk about the rest of the tournament bracket. Let's see who else we got here. We have Heath Slater taking on Andrade. Ricochet taking on Bubba Ray Dudley. Okay, interesting. Well, here we go. Slater versus Andrade. Let's take a look at their stats. Heath Slater has entered a team mode tournament and won a match in a team mode tournament. Cool. Cool, cool. And Andrade is making his debut. Okay. Let's see, anything else about NXT TakeOver 36 that I am missing? The first match was the $1 Million Team Mode, the $1 Million Championship, and I loved that title, and I loved the Cameron Grimes LA Knight rivalry. The match wasn't the cleanest match I've seen between these guys, but I did like it, right? LA Knight got all of his comeuppance, and it was booked almost to perfection. If Triple H is still pretty much matchmaking NXT and running NXT and booking it, he's doing a great job, a fantastic job, okay? I didn't give it 2 licks about LA Knight or Cameron Grimes. I thought Cameron Grimes was funny, but I didn't really like his character until he went to the moon, right? And now I really, really dig both their characters as bad guys, and it was a cool moment seeing him win. Seeing Dragunov win the title was great. But really, Walter holding that title, I think, being a journeyman, holding that title for like 3 years almost, was pretty significant. The main championship, Karrion Kross versus Samoa Joe. Why do I feel like I didn't watch that? Why do I feel like I didn't watch that? Did I turn off NXT? Oh no. I feel like I turned it off after the 2 out of 3 falls match. I did. So, you know what? I was going to say, I was like, am I missing something? It was a hell of a pay-per-view without even watching it. I have no idea what happened with Samoa Joe and Karrion Kross. Oh, no. That's how good the card was. That's how good of a pay-per-view card that was. I quickly watched AEW. We talked about MJF, Jericho's rivalry. Wrestling is just great recently. I'm really, really excited with American Top Team's Dan Lambert, whatever his name is, coming out with the heavyweights and then going up against Lance Archer. I really, really hope they get Minoru Suzuki in as his backup. That would be really, really cool. Punk versus Darby Allin is going to be great. And then you have Raw and SmackDown, which is just going to kind of be Logan Paul 50-50 booking nonsense. Lesnar's back, Becky Lynch is back. It's all okay. I don't know. WWE has fostered a lot of not great attention from me recently. I mean, they're booking their product how they always have, which is fine. But it's not new, it's not innovative, and when I have all these other properties, wrestling properties, doing such amazing things, it just makes me feel a little bit let down. So, I just don't really get too excited for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown much. I felt that, if we want to talk a little bit about SummerSlam here, I felt that of the matches I did watch, because again, I was at Lagoon, and we'll talk about it. Of the matches I did watch, Bobby Lashley versus Goldberg was sad. Made me sad for the whole event. And then they just beat him down with a chair, and then his son came out, and I was like, I don't care. Like, it's like, they're really going to do nothing here. Gotcha. I was hoping for a Big E cash-in, you know. It is what it is. And then you had Roman Reigns, you know, doing his thing against John Cena. And that's fine. But, to have Lesnar just come back like that is cool. It's a good story. But again, it just kind of reeks of the desperation. Earlier in the day at Lagoon, before I broke the Samurai and then turned the whole park and closed down the whole goddamn park by invoking a storm, I said, you know, WWE tonight at SummerSlam almost has to bring back Becky Lynch. They almost have to. I don't know how they're going to do it. I haven't been paying much attention to it, but it is necessary. And so they did. So we're going to see how that works out. But honestly, I really do feel like, as cool as all those returns are for WWE, it feels like they're just doing the same old thing. them bringing back these big guys, Goldberg, they've brought him back like 4 times. Brock Lesnar, they've brought him back like 4 times. John Cena, they've brought him back at least twice. The Rock, you know, it's just getting repetitive how they bring back these old stars. And it's losing its effect. It's losing its appeal to me. It's just my opinion. It's losing its effect. It's losing its appeal. The whole Miz and John Morrison dripstick event at SummerSlam was stupid. I mean, I like all the people involved in it, but I think it was written dumb. It was just pointless, a waste of time. Whatever. Whatever. Randy Orton hates Riddle, then he likes Riddle, hates Riddle, then he likes Riddle. Then they win the titles. Yeah, I don't know. Big shots here from Slater as he goes after Andrade. I mean, you got great guys like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens doing absolutely nothing on SmackDown. And they could be. They could be utilized so well. Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura. And this is what you're doing with your top titles. They're really invoking... It almost reminds me of politics as Heath Slater looks to go for something here. Big DDT. No. Andrade. Turns him around. Andrade, look at this. Captures the arm, going for that DDT's got it. Going for the pin and the win. Is it enough? I don't know. I don't think he's gotten a lot of damage in this match. 1, 2, 3. He does. Andrade. It's all it took. It's all it took. Trap the arm. Drop him head first. Easy money. Andrade El Idolo winning again. And by again, I mean debut. First match. Going his way here in the first round. And a pretty decisive victory. We'll see how decisive it was in the second round. Just coming right around the corner. So we move on. Yeah, I don't know. Just WWE is just sad. And I really hope that Triple H is able to revamp it. They really need a kick in the butt, and I don't know what they're going to do. I wouldn't be shocked. I've heard rumors of them trying to start a draft again. Which is fine. I think maybe you would have to have Sonya Deville and Pierce on opposite brands, but I just don't know how that would work. Would NXT be involved? Honestly, shut NXT down at this point. Bring those guys up. Let Triple H run Raw. Let Heyman run SmackDown. And let's be done with this Vince controlling storylines thing. Sorry, it's a tick. Ricochet makes his way to the ring. Let's take a look at Ricochet's stats. I think he is also debuting here. No, this is his third and final T-Mode entrance this season. He has entered 2 already. Big ol' 0 fantasy points. Ricochet is on a last chance here against Bubba Ray Dudley, who has 0 points, but that's because he has not... He's making his debut. He hasn't been entered. He hasn't had a match. Bubba Ray Dudley getting a shot, an opportunity here against Ricochet. Alright, so let's go ahead and tell you about my Lagoon trip. If you know anything about me, you know that I hate public places, big crowds of people, and lines, waiting in line. I hate all of those things. So Lagoon is not really my bag, right? An amusement park, a roller coaster amusement park is not really my bag, okay? So we go, and I go because my family is in town, and I love my family, and I'll go because they want to go. And we're going, right, and I'm waiting in line, and we're waiting in line for this samurai, which is they bring you up, and they'll spin you, as well as move you vertically, as well as rotate you. So it's called the samurai. And this ride took 40 minutes for us to get from the back of the line to the front of the line. We get there, and we're next. We're on deck to be put on the ride. Suddenly, I look over, and the dude is hitting all the buttons but not loading any people, and he does a test ride, and he's like looking nervous. He's like doing that whole thing, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no. So he's like, huh. And I'm standing right next to him, right? And he's in his little booth, and he calls somebody on the phone. He's like, yeah, Samurai just decided to not work. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm watching, and I look around at the people in line, and the people in line are freaking out. They're mad as hell. And whenever a lot of people get upset or pissed off, I'm having a pretty good time, as we have a cutter right away from Ricochet. Bubba Ray, also known to do cutters in his day. So that's it. All hell is breaking loose in this line. People are getting really upset, which is great. I love seeing people's misery. It's fun for me. So they shut down the ride. People are jumping the fences because they need to get to the next ride, because they gotta stand in another line for 40 minutes, and that's what ends up happening. And I just couldn't help but laugh. It was hilarious to me. Everybody was so mad. But to me, that was better than getting on the ride. Having it break down and watching 8,900 people or so pissed off and angry dip and leave disappointed. It was just so much fun. It was hilarious. So that was the first thing. Then the day goes on. We're waiting in long lines. We go on the Wicked, which is a great roller coaster that brings you up and then takes you down and then spins you around. It's fantastic, right? Look up the Wicked on YouTube at Lagoon, and it is a great ride. It's like a 38-second ride. It's a very fast ride. And we go on the old roller coaster. It was built in the 1920s. It was a 100-year-old roller coaster. That was great as well. We eat lunch, and we're sitting there, and we're waiting. And it's about dinner time. I've been on like 4 rides. And suddenly, it gets dark, and there's cloud coverage. And you're like, Now, earlier in the day, we went, Alexa, what's the weather? What's the weather? Yeah, she is. So she does her whole thing. And she's like, okay, well, there's going to be some thunderstorms. I'm like, okay, there's going to be some thunderstorms. 30% chance of rain, okay. Or 30% rain, which means about 30% of the area that the meteorologist covers is going to experience rain. Well, all of goddamn near northern Utah experienced rain and thunderstorms that day, because that cloud got dark, and then suddenly, like a tornado, just out of nowhere, just a wind gust, and all hell breaks loose. As Ricochet goes to the top, Ricochet looking for his big shot, the 450, I believe, taking it to Bubba Ray. Is it going to be enough? 1, 2, kick out Bubba Ray. And he's going to go to the top again. Does he have another one? Oh dear, look at this. Doesn't want to end the season on a big loser here. Whoa! The corkscrew splash. Is it enough to beat Bubba Ray? 1, 2, kick out again. So the wind comes in, the lightning starts going, trees are falling all around us from wind damage. There's still people on the rides. I don't know why. Get off the rides, go home. It's just, you're out of your mind. And then it starts raining, and everybody goes to the parking lot. Everyone. If you've never seen a monster movie where all of the people mad dash and run away, that's what it was, and it was hilarious. It was great. It was fantastic. I was having a great time. It was my favorite amusement ride trip I've ever been to, because I've only rode 4 rides, and I watched a bunch of people lose their goddamn mind as Bubba Ray hits the bionic elbow on Ricochet. Is it enough? 1, 2, kick out. It was amazing, but that's not the best part. The best part is we sat in the parking lot for 45 minutes in a line of cars, and people were so mad. Oh, it was great. Bubba was looking for the bubble bomb there. Not good enough. Oh, takes him down. He's gonna go for the pin. 1, 2, kick out. Ricochet has been busted open. Dropped him on the back of his head. Bubba Ray hasn't moved since. Going for the 450. Senton. He's got it again. I believe that's what that's called. Is it enough? 1, 2, 3. He's got it. Ricochet wins. Redemption for Ricochet. Ricochet busted open, bleeding, but victorious nonetheless. Defeating Bubba Ray Dudley in the first round of this T-Mode tournament. Ricochet looking good as he moves to the second round. Fantastic. So that was my experience at Lagoon, and it took that whole match to explain, but it was a great moment. I'm hanging out with my family, okay, this whole next week. So episodes will be coming out, right? But you're going to be hearing some great stories from me, because these stories deserve to be told. They're fantastic, they're great, and I just cannot wait to hang out with my family again tomorrow. I gotta go to work, and then it's family time, you know? I can't think of anything else wrestling related that happened. Maybe I'm missing something, but hey, these days wrestling is so big and so out there, so frequent, so much that it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Look at this nice little drop toe hold, dropping Arya Daivari immediately. Flair immediately targets the legs. Look at this. Oh my god! Oh my god! He's gonna snap it right away. Snapping it right away to Daivari. Is Daivari gonna tap? He does. Wow. Woo. Flair making a comeback here, getting another fantasy point. Remember, every win in Team Mode Season 4, we have updated the point system. Every win is granting these people points. Flair wins again, stops Daivari, and that was a cakewalk. Daivari got rid of Sheamus. Flair gets rid of Daivari, and now Flair is strutting into the finals of this Team Mode tournament, and awaiting at the end of the line is the monster among men, Braun Strowman. Will Flair be able to defeat whoever will win this next match? All right, let's find out. Look at this. I mean, man, Ricochet has had zero rest here, all right? And he's got Andrade. Right now. He's got Cien Almas. We stitched him up. We're going to send him back out. Andrade versus Ricochet. Here we go. Remember, no entrances in this second and third round for your... I like to respect your guys' time as much as possible. The more we produce these shows, the more we kind of have to make it go a little quicker in some senses, and this is one of those things. We've seen their entrances already. Andrade, Ricochet. Here we go. Second round matchup. Big shot. Ricochet with the right hand. Picks him up. Gonna drop him. Right there on the top rope. Now, the last time I came to you was after my first day of school on Wednesday, so we're on Sunday now. Oh, big cutter right away. Look at this. RKO, lol. We are talking about school. We've been to the school 2 days now. 2 days. And on the third day, we had a bit of a carnival. And I got to see one of my old students. And I think I might have told you guys about the bad dream I had on the last episode. But one of the students that I did see in that dream was at that event. And he went to another school. So it's just really cool to see those old students in it. And I felt calm. I felt better. That dream was not great. And school has been going amazingly. And I love going to school. And I love hanging out with my family. My heart these days, between wrestling, family, and work, is just full. And that's as sappy as you're ever going to see me get. Usually I'm a bitter, awful, mean-spirited, logical, but snappy to the point type person. But right now I am just a happy, happy guy. And thank you all for watching, at least up to this middle part. I do appreciate it. We are moving along here in the T-Mode franchise. We have 4 seasons of this thing going. A little bit before that as well. Big shot, flatliner, down goes Andrade. 1, 2, 3, and that was it. Ricochet going to the finals against Flair. Ricochet has not been able to elevate past this point. He has not been able to win anything much more than a singles match or one match in a team mode tournament. Ricochet has had team mode opportunities, and I think he's got a win against Undertaker here in our team mode universe. But that's about it. He hasn't had a title to his name. Ricochet has not had that success. Can he find success? Well, hey, Ricochet, you've got the Nature Boy in your sights. Let's bring out Ric Flair. Flair versus Ricochet. One of these men will be getting the bonus point for winning the team mode tournament. And they will get the opportunity to face Braun Strowman, the monster among men. Talk about Ric Flair. We mentioned that Ricochet hasn't done much in team mode. Let's talk about Ric Flair a little bit. Ric Flair is a former WWECW team mode champion. Okay, he defeated for that championship. I believe it was Dash Wilder. He held the title for quite a while. Got beat by Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels got beat by, I believe, Roman Reigns. And again, look at this. It's the same strategy. It's the same strategy for Ric Flair. Look at this. Same strategy. He's going right for it. He's going right for the legs. Right for the legs. And is he gonna tap out Ricochet? And he does. Look at this. Oh my God. Flair. What a nasty, nasty submission move. Hey, we're in 2K19. I told y'all, 2K19, the submission slider was nasty. It is, and Ric Flair has found the strategy. He has found the strategy, and now he's got the monster among men. Former WWECW Team Mode Champion Ric Flair. Former World Heavyweight Team Mode Champion Ric Flair. I believe in Team Mode. Flair's a former Team Mode champ. Braun Strowman is also a former Team Mode champ. And with that being said, let's bring out that Team Mode champ, because he has the Never Openweight Team Mode title. Now, let's see what the accolades of Braun Strowman are. Bring him out. Bring out the champ. Bring him out. Let me quickly see where Braun is at here on these sheets. Braun Strowman sitting at 32nd place. He's got 6 season points. He has won at the pay-per-view. And he defended his Never Openweight Team Mode Championship. We'll talk about that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is for the Never Openweight Team Mode Championship. And the champion is Braun Strowman. Went a little deaf in my left ear today from swimming. So we talk about Shawn Michaels. We talk about the history between Shawn Michaels, Braun Strowman, and Ric Flair. I mean, the history between Shawn Michaels and Flair is clear. They battled over the WWECW Team Mode Championship, and of course, in the real world, all that rivalry over retiring Ric Flair. I'm sorry, I love you, right? All that stuff. It has carried over into Team Mode, but Braun Strowman got involved in a nasty way. Shawn Michaels has some beef. And if Shawn Michaels wants that Never Openweight Team Mode Championship, he has a match against Braun Strowman coming up at SummerSlam. Ric Flair is looking to put a halt to those plans. Braun Strowman recently in the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view was put to sleep by Ricky Go Night Night Steamboat. He amended that situation at our last pay-per-view by taking on Ricky Steamboat in a one-on-one matchup for the Never Openweight Team Mode Championship, and he defended his Never Openweight Team Mode Championship in that match, taking out Ricky Go Night Night, the Dragon Steamboat. We call him Go Night Night because Ricky Steamboat in this Team Mode universe likes to put people asleep with a sleeper hold, and he was successful. He took out Braun Strowman from that Elimination Chamber. But we're talking about Flair, another submission specialist, another old man, another old head, another legend. And he all night long has been tapping people out to the figure four. Can he do it to Strowman? As Strowman is going to show everyone in this arena who is the champion. Now don't forget, our main event is coming up after this matchup. It is Christian, the North American Team Mode Champion, taking on Kane, $1 million Team Mode Champion. But this one is for the Never Openweight Team Mode title, being presented here to this COVID Delta variant friendly crowd. Flair versus Strowman. Will he go with the same strategy? Doesn't matter. He got caught and he is being thrown across the ring. Ric Flair has been through 3 matches already. This is his 4th match. Braun Strowman has just been sitting in the back waiting for this opportunity. If Braun Strowman can defend his title here tonight, he will face Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam for the Never Openweight Team Mode Championship. The monster among men, showing why he is such a monster. Flair on the attack, and now he's starting to stomp on those legs. Oh, what is he doing here? Is he raking the eyes? I can't tell. I can't tell what he was doing there. It looked like he was trying to poke the eyes out of Braun Strowman. Strowman catches, no. Elbows. Flair back in control. Flair dodges. Big shot to the midsection, no good. Suplex. Oh, God. A nasty suplex, just throwing Flair. Flair catches. And look at this. Putting all his weight on the knee of Braun Strowman. And let's talk about Braun Strowman a little bit. A little known fact. I believe it's 30%. I believe that's the number. I think 30% of Braun Strowman's leg, I believe it's the left one, I think, is paralyzed. He cannot move it whatsoever. Will that play a factor in this matchup? Does that make Braun Strowman a little bit susceptible to the figure 4 leg lock? We will, of course, find out. When we are looking ahead here, we do have 4.20 coming up. Sheamus versus Naito for the Money in the Bank opportunity. We have the Tag Team T-Mode Tournament for the Friday Night Tag titles. And so far, the teams confirmed for that are as follows. Bam Bam and Batista. The Usos. Gallows and Anderson. Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. Undertaker and Kane. Which leaves 3 open spots for a tag team to join into that tournament. Will they be already made tag teams? Will they be tag teams that we've seen earlier this season? Or will they be brand new, randomly generated tag teams? That has been known to happen. And then, of course, in our main event, we will see Jon Moxley versus Velveteen Dream. Winner will get a title opportunity. And the loser will be going to Money in the Bank. We did have Shawn Spears versus Shinsuke Nakamura planned for that event, but we will put that on 4.21 SummerSlam, Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and that'll be our main event of Money in the Bank, and it will be an ECW Championship opportunity for Shawn Spears, which means Extreme Rules match. Will Shawn Spears be able to capture the title from Nakamura? So far, for Money in the Bank, we do not have any women entered in, but we do have Cameron Grimes, Kazuchika Okada, Jinder Mahal, The Miz, and R-Truth. Shaping up to be an interesting event indeed. Ric Flair, look at this. Going for the figure 4. We talked about the susceptibility of the legs of Braun Strowman. Is it enough? Braun Strowman's going to power himself, turn him over, and reverse the pressure on those legs. Flair gets back to his feet. Braun Strowman battling. Big shot. Irish whip into the corner. This is for the Never Openweight Team Mode Championship. He runs right into an elbow. Knife edge chop, no good. DDT. Braun Strowman says, nah, that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough, Flair. Big monster claw into the shoulder. Braun Strowman. Oh, big stomp. And he's just walking over the legend. A multi-Hall of Famer. Braun Strowman is just watching as this decrepit, old individual sits and stews in pain. A monster among men indeed. Ric Flair may be the nature boy, but he is still just a man. Looking for the big power slam. No good. He chop blocks the legs. Behind the knee, collapsing. Braun Strowman. Flair going for the figure four. Sets it up. Middle of the ring. Is it over? New champion. New Never Openweight Team Mode champion, Ric Flair. He does. He's got it. Yo. And Ric Flair is victorious. We may add a match here. And instead of have Braun Strowman versus Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam, I think we're going to have Braun versus Shawn at Money in the Bank. Winner gets a shot at Flair's Never Openweight Team Mode title. Of course, Flair would love nothing more than to get a win back over Shawn Michaels. That would be fantastic. And Braun Strowman has got some beef with Shawn. I like it. So that's what we're going to do. Braun Strowman takes on Shawn Michaels at Money in the Bank 4.21 because they got some beef. Winner will face Flair at SummerSlam for the Never Openweight Team Mode Championship. Your Money in the Bank tournament has concluded. Let's get to our main event. Congratulations, Ric Flair. Big win for Flair there. Now let's go ahead and enter in these points here. Let's enter in these points here before we get too far ahead of ourselves. Sheamus. Now he does have a title opportunity, a Money in the Bank opportunity coming up in next episode. Got defeated by Arya Daivari. This was his second team mode, and he has one match win. Gives him a fantasy point. He is not going to end the season pointless. Flair, look at this. Flair entering another team mode tournament. Has another title win. That's huge, man. He won the team mode tournament, so he gets the 2 bonus points. And he had 4 match wins. Oh, sorry, plus the 1 win he already had. That would give him 5 total. A title defense, none. Elimination, none. That leads Ric Flair to 19 points. And that would put him... in the greatest of all time team mode tournament. As of right now, Ric Flair is going to be in that tournament. And if he has to pull double duty at SummerSlam, he very well might have to. Flair looking good so far. I really enjoy this. Flair might be Superstar of the Season. Big tournament win for Flair here. Very good. Okay, let's go to Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy was beat 1 team mode tournament. The rest are zeroed out. He has a match win, so he's still sitting at 1 team mode point this season. Slater got beat right away. He was out of this tournament quickly tonight. Andrade made his debut. Did not win, but he did win at least 1 match. He will not end this season pointless. Ricochet. Very impressive tonight for Ricochet. This will be his 3rd team mode entrance. He won 2 matches tonight. Got to the end. He did not win all the way, but he is done. He is done with T-Mode tournament entrances. Ricochet has been zeroed out. He cannot enter a tournament anymore. If he needs to get a title, or if he wants to get a title, he has to be randomly selected for an event, right? Like a tag team. Or he can't be selected for a tag team, but he could be selected for Money in the Bank or maybe something else. But looking very, very likely that Ricochet is not going to be superstar this season. Bubba Ray, let's see here. We got Bubba Ray entering in his first tournament and then zeros all the way out. And there we go. That's good. That's good. Braun Strowman loses his T-Mode championship, the never Openweight T-Mode title. But we'll see if he can try to get back to it. Alright, let's do a new tournament here. I don't think I have anything else, so let's go ahead and book this now. Let's do this now. 2-on-2 tournament title is going to be the Friday night titles. Matt Hardy, Seth Rollins. Now, Matt Hardy and Seth Rollins actually have a title defense this Sunday against Batista and Bam Bam. Oh, or did I put that on Friday? I think I put it on Friday. I did put it on Friday. Okay, so this match might not be happening at Money in the Bank. I might have been saying it. It's happening now. I wrote Friday under it in small letters. So here we go. Let's see if Batista and Bam Bam as a new team can get involved here. Arena on Friday nights for the titles, the SmackDown titles. What can we do here? Do we have any old arenas? Do we have any old arenas? Let's see. What do we want to do here? Isn't there... Maybe not. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the main... Let's do main event. I like main event. Let's do main event. Of course, all of our match types will be the Monday Night Tag Division match type. There we go. All right, let's get the people involved here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In no particular order. I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Okay. In no particular order. Let's start up here. Batista. And Bam Bam. Batista and Bam Bam. Okay. The Usos. Jimmy and Jey Uso, the Usos. Alright, let's get Undertaker and Kane in there. Did I miss it? Am I missing something? There he is. $1 Million T-Mode champion. At least for now, we'll see how this ends up going for him tonight in our main event. Let's go... Ooh. Interesting. Let's go Eddie and Ray. Rey Mysterio. Alright, and then our final confirmed tag team for this tournament, because of a bunch of beef that's happened in the last week or so, is Gallows and Anderson. So let's go find our Lukey boy. Oh. Is his name not Luke? Oh, maybe it's just G. Maybe it's just Gallows, huh? Am I wrong? Luke Gallows? Alright, Carl Anderson. Let's find him first. Carl Anderson. Is there no Luke Gallows? I'm sorry. Did I just miss it? Am I dumb? Alright, we're gonna find Gallows. Is his name not Luke Gallows? I feel like I'm just dumb. Maybe I'm dumb. Oh, you know what? He might not be showing up. Ah, there we go. Yeah, okay. Okay, now what's wrong? Am I just up? There he is. Okay, Luke Gallows. Hey, times is hard, huh? And Carl Anderson. There we go. Gallows and Anderson. Okay. All right, now we go random here. Okay. And I wanted to keep these as random as possible. So we do not have any random teammates or teams or random things happening. Let me think here. We are going to have Moxley versus Velveteen Dream as a #1 contendership opportunity. Moxley versus Daivari at some point as well. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and go random. Boom! Lance Archer and the British Bulldog. Is British Bulldog in our sheets? I don't know. Bulldog. He is not, so that's a reroll. Lesnar and Austin. Now, Lesnar is in a tag team with Triple H already, so this would disqualify him from being selected. But typically, when Lesnar is selected like this, we usually just go ahead and add in the tag team partner. So, let's go ahead and add in Triple H. I think that's the best practice. That's usually what we do. And he gets a preference. He gets preference over Stone Cold because he's a T-Mode champion. Alright, let's go next. Bret the Hitman Hart and the Godfather. Oh, we will be checking to see if all these guys are actually eligible. I believe that they are, but we'll check. Hitman and the Godfather. Kenny Omega and Bray Wyatt. Oh, that's not original Wyatt, though, is it? Let's check. I don't think that it is. I don't think that it is. It is not. Okay. Gotta re-roll it. Dusty and Big Boss Man. Okay, look at that. We got Hard Times. Hard Times coming back. Hard Times losing to their sons, the Rhodes brothers. But, not their sons. Sorry, Big Boss Man. Dusty's sons, the Rhodes brothers. But they do get an opportunity here. Hitman and Godfather. All right, let's take a look at Hitman. And let's just take a look at all these people. Batista. 1 T-Mode tournament. He is good to go. Bam, bam. Will be making his debut. Jimmy Uso has entered 1. He is good to go. Jey Uso is making his debut. Undertaker is making his debut. Kane has not entered a T-Mode tournament, so he is making his debut in the T-Mode tournaments, but has 6 T-Mode points. Eddie Guerrero making his debut. Rey Mysterio is going to be shooting his final shot in this tournament with Eddie Guerrero. Okay, Gallows is making his debut. Anderson is making his debut. Oh my goodness. Lesnar is shooting his final shot. Triple H is shooting his final shot. So they're looking to double up on tag titles. Hitman Hart. Let's see. Hart. We got Bret Hart making his debut. We've got Godfather as 2 T-Mode tournament entrances and 1 point to show for it. All right, we have Dusty Rhodes going to be hitting his 2nd tournament. And then Boss Man is making his final appearance. Okay, so everybody in this tournament is good to go. We have booked it. There you go. Little sneak peek for what you can expect coming your way at 4.20. All right, so we're good there. I like it. This will be your T-Mode tournament, and at the end of the line, Matt Hardy and Rollins. Now, Batista and Bam Bam have some beef with Hardy and Rollins. Batista got some help from Bam Bam in a match against Matt Hardy, I believe for Batista's championship, or in the first round of a T-Mode title tournament. So, Batista rolled up Matt Hardy and got the win and ran away, and then he and Bam Bam filed as a team. They are a new tag team. The Usos, of course, want to impress the head of the table, Roman Reigns. Of course, Roman Reigns is doing some good work this season. Undertaker and Kane used to hold all the tag championships in T-Mode once upon a time before they lost them all and then didn't win a whole lot since. They've been very quiet this season. Will they make an impact? Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. Rey Mysterio has been very active in T-Mode, won a lot of titles in T-Mode, and Eddie Guerrero has won the WWE 13 T-Mode Championship before in T-Mode history. and a former member of the Grave. Can they come back together as a tag team they once were? I believe former tag team championship champions in the real world. Can they bring that magic to T-Mode? Gallows and Anderson, of course, part of the Elite. They have some beef going up against Lesnar and Triple H. It is a battle of the two sweets here. And, of course, Lesnar's thrown in the mix as well. Bret the Hitman Hart and the Godfather. Interesting team-up going up against Dusty Rhodes and the Big Boss Man. Hard times coming the way of the Hitman and the Godfather. We will see which team wins this T-Mode tournament and goes to face Matt Hardy and Rollins. Okay, I like it. We're good to go. Let's go ahead and get to our main event, folks. Our main event of the evening. And we do have... Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and take a look. I believe Christian is the higher ranked superstar at 22 points. Kane at 6. So, even though Kane is the champ, he's got to come out first. We were on Velocity. And this is for a T-Mode championship. It is not for Christian's titles. No, 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 no. Christian is the North American T-Mode champion. I think that's his only one. Oh, do I have Kenny Omega as multiple champs here? Hold on, let me see here. That all looks right to me. Oh, he is the champ. Oh, he is multiple champs no matter what. Okay, good. I'm just double checking. They all look right to me. Okay. Well, let's get it. Where's Kane? There it is. Boom. This is a $1 million T-Mode championship match. Let's get to it. They might auto-throw Kane second, and I'm okay with that. Just know that Kane is not the higher-ranked superstar this season. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, the following is for the $1 million T-Mode Championship. Every point the $1 million T-Mode champion earns as the $1 million T-Mode champion is doubled. Double bubble. Recently, the $1 million T-Mode championship has been cursed. No one has been able to cash in on those double points by defending the title or by winning points with the title. It's floated from Goldberg to Samoa Joe to Dash Wilder to John Cena, and now we see it here on our man Kane. Kane and Christian have had some beef. Christian has defeated Cena for that title that you see around his waist there. And then Kane beat Cena, and this is where we're at. Christian, the North American T-Mode champion, has defended this championship very, very well, and now he is looking to add to it. He wants the $1 million T-Mode championship. Why? Because this is going to pretty much guarantee him a spot in the greatest of all time T-Mode tournament. If he can get the win tonight, it's almost insurmountable. You're looking at your number one ranked superstar for that greatest of all time T-Mode tournament in a match that he may win the tournament. He's won 2 already, I believe. One for the North American title. And then he lost, of course, in the Kenny Omega tournament a couple of T-Modes ago. But he did win that T-Mode tournament. He's won 2 T-Mode tournaments this season. I think he's sitting way up top of the list at like 26 points. And if he was to go against Edge in the main event of SummerSlam, with the title, the greatest of all time T-Mode title on the line, that would be really, really cool and significant, and I hope it happens. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring, he is your $1 million T-Mode champion. The devil's favorite demon. The big red machine. Kane. And again, the curse of the $1 million T-Mode championship is officially a thing. Will it continue here tonight? Only time will tell. Kane, the $1 million T-Mode champion. Christian Cage, the North American T-Mode champion. champion versus champion match here. If Kane wins, not only does he get 3 points for defending, he'll get 6 because it's double bubble. And Kane is looking to take those 2 points, double them up, and try to get in to the Team Mode tournament, especially because he is going to be in 4.20. He is going to be in that tag team tournament next episode with his brother in the Brothers of Destruction, The Undertaker, and they have an opportunity to gain big amounts of points there. Christian Cage ready to go, ready to take the title. His opponent, the $1 Million Team Mode champion, staring down his challenger. Here on Velocity, one of my favorite branded logos in WWE history. I don't know if there's anything else that I need to talk to y'all about. I think we kind of covered it all. NXT, SummerSlam, Lagoon, school. I'm excited to start a new week. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Oh, fantasy aspect, okay? If you've made it here to the main event, I feel like what we're going to have to do is, I might have to play alone. I don't think there's very many people on YouTube. They're all on Twitch, but I don't really care for going live much anymore. So, we will be doing a fantasy aspect, but it looks like I'm going to be the only person competing, which means that your boy is going to be the only person winning this beautiful beauty right here. I will be your Season 6 Team Mode champion. Nobody wants to play with me. That's fine. You're sitting there. I mean, you got Aya Saber, who's subscribing to me on YouTube. Thank you, by the way. But hey, man, do you want to win? Do you want to win a ring? You want to win a ring? It's a legit ring. I bought it. Over $100. Okay, not even including shipping. A legit ring for Season 6. 2K22 is when Season 6 begins. So, I mean, we have plenty of time, I guess. I guess that some bitch ain't coming out till March. That's the last thing I heard. March 2022. But we might start our fantasy aspect in the beta phase, in the beta version. Starting after SummerSlam. So after 4.25, we will begin again, and we will be in Season 5, as we will try to get everything set up and ready to go for our fantasy season so that we can make it as fair as possible. I like the new point system, and we're going to roll with the new point system. This match here is for the $1 Million Team Mode Championship. Christian Cage going to the top. Was probably looking to attack a prone Kane, but he's going to change his mind. Hit the missile drop kick, takes down the Devil's Favorite Demon, and here he goes. Christian, big frog splash to Kane. Rolls him, and he's gonna flip him. Christian Cage has been in control this entire matchup. North American Team Mode Champion, taking it to the $1 Million Team Mode Champion Kane. One, no, kick out. And Christian looking to set up the kill switch. I like calling it the unprettier. He's got it. Unprettier. Connecting. Down goes Kane. And he's going to flip him over, going straight for the pin. Is it enough? Referee. 1, 2. Kick out Kane. Christian has been on fire in this matchup. I mean, no pun intended when we're dealing with Kane. Oh, what a power bomb. What a power bomb. And Kane says, let's go. Kane says, let's go. He's looking for a comeback here. He's looking for a comeback here. Oh, clothesline. Into the corner. Another one. Brings him into the sidewalk slam. Down he goes. Oh. Kane going up. Kane going up. He's looking for high flying. He's looking for the clothesline from the top rope. Is Kane going to be able to pull this maneuver off? He's got it. Clubbing blow from the top rope. And now it's all about the goozle. It's all about that choke slam. Yikes. No. Kick to the gut. Front face lock. Christian Cage. Scoop slam to Kane. And now he's sitting there. He's sitting there. Looking for the kill switch for a second time. Down goes Kane. Flips him over. Looking for the pin. And the win on the $1 Million Champion. 1, 2, 3. He's done it again. The $1 Million Team-O Championship curse continues. This man has won 2 Team-O tournaments, a title defense against John Cena, a title win against Kane. He now holds 2 top titles, and he was this close to defeating Kenny Omega for the Intercontinental Team-O title just a few short episodes ago. Christian Cage is your $1 Million Team-O champion. He holds a couple of titles. This has pretty much guaranteed him that #1 ranked spot in the Greatest of All Time Team-O tournament. He will probably be #1 heading in to the Greatest of All Time tournament. And if he can win that tournament and go up and win 3 Team-O tournaments this season and go up against Edge for the Greatest of All Time Team-O title, that would be significant. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me here on 4.19. It is a late night. We're going to melatonin up because I got to go to work tomorrow. And I'm excited to go see my students. I'm excited to get them back to work. I am excited. Ya boy popping the pills. Why? Because your boy doesn't sleep otherwise. Now, we will get the fantasy aspect in beta phase in Season 5. And when we perfect it, we'll bring it back with Season 6 in 2K22. Or in AEW's game if it comes out this fall. And we will be doing Season 6. Now, if you guys want to be a part of that, you gotta let me know. If not, then hey, I'm gonna put my ring on. I'm gonna enjoy the shit out of my ring. And we'll have some fun otherwise. So, thank you for hanging out for the small amount of people that do watch this show. And like the show, and comment, and subscribe. And pimp my content out on their Twitters. Thank you so much. I appreciate it heavily. Thank you. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let Christian celebrate his newly found $1 Million Team-O Championship unless this curse continues and Christian ends up losing from here on out. But I don't know. Sky's the limit for Captain Charisma. Christian Cage ends the night on top. We will see you all for 4.20. Smoke them if you got them. Ciao. Thank you. Ciao.